Welcome back, everyone. It's a frosty morning out today. I'm just doing a beautiful hike in the woods today. My eyes open for owls. There's a beautiful mixed forest in here. There's also some ponds and stuff that are frozen over, and owls certainly do like to get high on top of these old trees and take a look around for a meal. It's pretty early in the morning, around like 8 o'clock or so. And yeah, sun's up. Thankfully, it's very nice out actually. And yeah, it's getting myself primed up for an upcoming trip, winter camping trip to Algonquin Park. So you guys know I love doing winter camping, and this year I've got a 3-day trip to Algonquin planned. So today we're going to be showing you just how I'm packing up for that. And I've got a few new pieces of gear we're going to bring on this trip, including a brand new tent. So we'll head inside after this hike, and I'm going to show you what I'm bringing on my trip. Alrighty, it's nice to be back inside after a nice hike in the cold. Now, I'm going to show you a few things that I'm packing up for the trip to Algonquin Park. Some of them are new. Let's check it out. So this big old thing hanging from the rafters, this is going to be a new tent that we're going to set up. So the tent is the 13-foot Vivor yurt tent, highly rated online. I'm really looking forward to it. You guys know that I made my own canvas wall tent, and that tent is not retired. This is for some really nice, luxurious, fun country camping. A lot more space. Royce recently broke his toe, so we can't be doing a lot of heavy hauling in the backcountry. Right now, he's sort of laid up for about 6 weeks on restricted exercise. So it's going to be a really nice, relaxing trip. So I want to try out this Vivor tent. We'll really enjoy it, I'm sure of it. There's a good stove jack in there. Looks fairly waterproofed, and there's even a floor in it too. So you'll have to stay tuned. The trip is coming up really soon. So got my little staging area here. So some new things to talk about. I want to try a different R rating for my sleep system. So this is the Victair LT Comfort. It's like an R5.4. So I'm pretty pumped about that. It's a bit bigger, but because this is front country camping, I'm not hauling stuff in. I'm going to give it a whirl. Really important because your back can get pretty cold camping. So I want to try this on my usual cot. I won't be using my big cot, but this should help a lot. I debated on just bringing these. I know a lot of people love these things, but in the winter, if it gets really cold, we'll just have to see. These aren't rated, not enough for R2 or something like that. So, but the one advantage of this is that there's no issues with deflation. The last time I was at Algonquin, I bought an inflatable mattress online, thought it was going to be amazing, and it was awful. The first night, complete deflated flat. Thankfully, I brought a backup, so I wasn't in a bad situation and cold that night. And my sleeping bag is going to be in here. This is not a Mech product. This is just the bag it's in. I keep my sleeping bags not wound up tight like this if they're down. Like this is just a regular one. Down one should be kept in kind of a more like looser situation so they can stay nice and fluffy. And this is the Marmot sleeping bag. It goes down to -31 survival, -15 comfort. So I should be great in that. It's a mummy bag. I do have the Teton sleeping bags as well. One will be kind of rolled up for the dog or whatnot. Those are good down to -25, so they're fine. I have also with us, a tarp there, and I haven't decided on some of this other stuff. There's, I have a little mini down sleeping bag that you can kind of put within a sleeping bag to stay warm. I don't know. I'm just staging some stuff out here to decide if I'm going to take it or not based on the weather. Here, this is a luxury bring, these little deluxe pillows from Mech. They're actually quite nice. This is just a puffer jacket, so that's going to go there. And yeah, what else? Yeah, we've got, okay. So right here, this is the Fiactive, this is my cot. So this is a decent little cot, pretty lightweight, pretty low to the ground though, so kind of important to have a nice warm sleeping pad to go over top of it when you lay down. But they're easy. We pack those in on our backcountry camping trips. This is a new product this year that I'm trying out. It's a carbon monoxide. It also tells you the local humidity and temperature. So there's the carbon monoxide, 0. That's what we want. So important to have things like this when you're camping or doing car camping or using combustibles. We've got our wood stove or little buddy heater or whatever. You want to make sure you're not having issues with carbon monoxide in your tents or in your vehicle if you're car camping. So I've seen a lot of creators that have these. A lot of people that go in camping have these, and I think it's a great idea. The little green ring lights up and tells you if the air quality is good. If it turns orange, basically means that, caution, and red, it will sound an alarm. There are certain cutoffs where it will sound alarms for both carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. So it's really cool. It just monitors your local air quality. You know, you get more people kind of in a tent or chatting away, your carbon dioxide does build up. You're kind of looking for something below, 600 for sure. Of course, I'm talking right into this thing, so it's picking up on my breathing. But yeah, very, very interesting product. I'm really, excited to have this, and I think it's a really good safety device. Here's going to be the big water jug we bury in the snow, so it doesn't freeze. And I've got a couple of my Nalgene's here, kitchen kit, of course, one cast iron little frying pan. That's like a nesting kit of pots and pans, some kitchen stuff. Might pare that down a little bit too. I mean, front country, I'm just getting kind of a little, want to spoil myself a little bit. So I also have some more kitchen things, tin foil, baggies, rope, bathroom kit. Remind me to bring the eggs. And a quick little backpacker med kit, just, God forbid we've had injuries on trips before. Nothing massive, but always very nice to have a good med kit. And here I get my headlamp out, but I've got like flashlight and just this little light for inside the tent and a mess kit there. Let's take a look at the stove. So the little wood stove, she still does really well. The Danchel outdoor stove, that's in here. And you guys saw last year I modified it by putting in the damper, which is awesome. I'll make sure to clean out the stove pipe, because last year I was burning a lot of wood, and I was also using some of those little logs you get, to light up from the grocery store or whatnot, those little compressed logs, and they produce a lot of creosote. So good thing, to have one of those little carbon monoxide detectors, because I had issues with poor airflow in the stove there, in the stovepipe, and so it could have been a real disaster. But make sure to, when you're doing a long camping trip, to kind of check out your stovepipes, make sure to keep them nice and cleaned out so you don't have a problem. Got the little wood stove fan. That was also really nice. Keep things warm. Little hatchet. Got fire starters. Yeah, so I made some fire starters in a previous video if you guys wanted to go back and check that out. So it's really nice just having something like this just to light up, put in the stove with a little bit of kindling, and away you go. They always charge a lot for these in parks. Now it does go to support the parks, which is great, but nice to bring your own. These are kind of, I don't know if I'll bring these. These are just for putting logs in the stove. That's came with one of the kits, so might not. And since the tent floor is sort of like almost like a tarp-like material, I want to kind of, worry about things, falling out of the stove and catching on fire or whatever. I'm going to put an ember mat underneath the stove this year in the new tent. It's just a different setup, so I want to make sure we're ultra safe. And since my tongs broke last year, I'll just use these. These will work out good. I don't think I'm going to bring the gloves, and that doesn't need to come. Of course, fire screen. You guys know, if you've watched some of my previous backcountry trips, we had a serious burn from the stove, in the backcountry, so that was not good. So I got this little fire screen here. It just goes up and around the stove, so that, when you're in closer quarters or whatnot, no one's going to like brush their leg up against it, or whatever. The dog's not going to go and catch on fire or whatever. Sometimes these stoves can get really, really hot. They do get very hot. You can have a bad injury. So this is easy enough to pack in, and it's a good little safety feature, so nobody gets hurt. And of course, all these things are going to go not loose like this. They're going to go in big duffel bags. Got huge duffel bags to put everything in. And I'll be bringing wood like locally into the area. Like, you cannot transport wood from far away into Algonquin Park. You can't just chop trees down. So we'll be bringing wood as well. Just probably getting it locally. There's a few people in town that you can get it from. And of course, clothes. So lots of warm clothes, lots of layers. Don't know how much hiking I'm going to be doing. Probably rotating off to watch the dog, but I'll bring stuff for potential hikes, exploring, photography options, that kind of thing. I definitely want to bring, this is an awesome kind of sweater, my wool vest, a really nice parka and snow pants and boots, and lots of wool socks. Of course, other gear like hats and gloves and hand warmers and things like that. So lots of things will be brought in this trip, but try not to be too extreme about it. But I want to have a nice time. It'll be a really fun front country trip. We're going to Mule Lake again, so that'll be a great old time. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video and are getting pumped for our winter camping trip together. And we'll see you down the trail. Enjoy the beautiful winter weather. Bye for now.